The Lost Generation. The Lost Generation, born between 1883 and 1900, came of age during World War I, a conflict so devastating it changed how people saw life forever. They were called the Lost Generation by writer Gertrude Stein, and the term was later popularized by Ernest Hemingway because many felt spiritually and emotionally lost after witnessing the horrors of war. Traditional beliefs about honor, glory, and progress were shattered in the trenches of Europe. Many returned home disillusioned, questioning purpose and morality. Their story is one of broken innocence and a search for meaning in a world that no longer felt stable. The Greatest Generation, born from 1901 to 1927, earned their name from journalist Tom Brockwah, who described them as great for surviving the Great Depression and then fighting and winning World War II. These people grew up in hardship, where money was scarce and survival required discipline. When global war arrived, they answered the call, and afterward, they helped rebuild economies and nations. They valued duty, sacrifice, and community over personal comfort. Their greatness was not in words, but in action. The Silent Generation, born between 1928 and 1945, got their name because they were seen as cautious and less outspoken, especially during the Cold War and tense political times. Many grew up during economic struggle and global conflict, learning to keep their heads down and work hard. They valued stability, loyalty, and respect for authority. Yet the name can be misleading because many civil rights leaders and reformers came from this generation. They proved that quiet determination can still create powerful change. Baby Boomers. Baby boomers born from 1946 to 1964 were named after the massive baby boom that followed World War II, when millions of soldiers returned home and birth rates surged. This generation grew up in a time of optimism and economic expansion. They witnessed civil rights movements, the moon landing, and the rise of television and rock music. Boomers became known for questioning traditions and pushing social change. Their era reshaped culture, politics, and family life. Generation X. Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980, got its name from Douglas Copland's book Generation X, where the letter X symbolized a generation that felt undefined and different from those before it. They grew up during rising divorce rates, economic shifts, and the early days of personal computers. Many became independent at a young age and learned to rely on themselves. They lived through the transition from analog to digital life. Their identity is rooted in adaptability and realism. Millennials. Millennials, also called Generation Y, born from 1981 to 1996, were named millennials because they came of age around the year 2000, the new millennium. The term was popularized by researchers Neil Howe and William Strauss. They grew up alongside the internet and experienced major events like 9/11 and global recessions. These events shaped their caution and ambition. Many value purpose, flexibility, and meaningful work over status. They played a major role in building today's digital world. Generation Z. Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012, follows the alphabet after Generation Y, which is how the name began. They are the first true digital natives, growing up with smartphones, social media, and instant access to information. They are known for being socially aware, realistic, and open about mental health. Because they see global events unfold in real time, they often think globally. Their defining trait is awareness and rapid adaptation. Generation Alpha. Generation Alpha, born from 2013 to 2025, was named by social researcher Mark McCrindle. After reaching Generation Z, he chose Alpha to mark a new beginning, like the start of a new alphabet. This generation is growing up fully surrounded by AI, smart devices, and constant connectivity. For them, technology is a natural environment. Their learning, play, and communication are deeply digital. They may become the most technologically fluent generation ever, but they will need to balance screen life with real human connection.